We are mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews. We are your best friends. And we are the people you grew up with, and we are the people you love. Growing up in Ireland as a young kid, I didn't have any gay reference points. I didn't have members of the LGBTQ plus community around me that were out and visible. And I think going through my own journey of self-realization and coming out, I felt a really strong obligation to be visible and to be representative. And I hope to be a role model in some ways for some young gay people who may not have members around them too. In my personal life, as I mentioned, I do try to be out, visible, use the pronoun of my fiancé as much as possible so it is recognised and normalised. The marriage equality referendum in Ireland was an absolutely pivotal moment for me because we were on the cusp of remarkable change in Ireland. And what I saw was our community being debated, right? The nature of them, their ability to have children, their ability to love, and if they were unnatural. And my response was that how can my very nature be unnatural? And I wanted to represent that and speak up for it. It was an incredibly scary thing to do at that time because I was recently out. I think the process of coming out is such a unique experience for everyone. No experience is the same. And for me, it was this incredibly slow realization. And once I realized, I had this, huge level of motivation to be visible and to represent the community in ways that maybe I didn't have growing up, which maybe would have helped my realization at a younger age. And I think what was really interesting was some of the questions I was asked when I came out. You don't look gay. Are you sure you're not bi? Alice, is this going to change you? Are you going to change who you are? And those questions, I think, came and stemmed from a real misunderstanding of what it means to be a member of the community. And therefore, it's been a mission and a passion of mine to tell our stories and to show that I am Alice, I am a businesswoman, I am a sister, I'm a friend, I'm a fiancé. We're just like everyone else. I go home and I hold my fiancé's hand. And that's an incredibly powerful thing for me to be able to do. I didn't grow up seeing people holding hands that were the same sex. I didn't see that at all. Representation is one of the most important things that I can bring to a table. And because I think diversity of people means diversity of thought, which means diversity of media representation, which means our stories are being told around the world to people who need to hear them. We become normalized in many ways. Here at Ralph Lauren, diversity inclusion has been at the epicenter of this company, and I've been so proud to work with Ralph Lauren himself, but also the wider company on these causes. So it's been a privilege for me to be able to bring my true self to work and be supported in that way. And not everyone is as lucky as that. I think within the fashion industry, there's a tendency for belief that it is absolutely celebrated at all times, and diversity is celebrated completely and utterly, but we can't be complacent. We have to, in our industry, speak up, have a voice. I think we're an influential industry because our media is portrayed around the world, and I think we have to have diversity of representation within that media, and that really is at the core of what we have to do as our mission. And the more we can step up, speak out, and champion these causes, the better it can be. Because although we've seen remarkable change in the last 10 years, we're just getting started. Coming out is still a thing, right? We've got to create that environment where no one's scared to say the pronoun of their fiancé, and we feel good and supported. And that, for me, is the most important thing we can do.